got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, he'll hand this off. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards, makes it 3rd and 7 now.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22. 48-yard line. to throw now on first down. Left side here to Sanders. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again, eluding the pressure right. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. They're trying for Reagor, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
53, check 53.
And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
A gain of 14. First down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. No score after one on EA Sports. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
57, Mike 57. Go! 57.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Slam.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Slip tackle. Mike 52. Double dog. That's the way. Check out.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
First and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, you got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
Down and goal.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's John Hightower. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Fast footwork by Sanders. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 19 yards away. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 14 to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Check 26, check 26. Check nip.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Flush to his right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 70 Lions. We're seeing.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. They're trying for Reagor, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, I think we all know that turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the 3rd quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick 6, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 17. Eagles 14. Sterling.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
On 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously cost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 45 is the mark. Watch the slants. Watch the slant. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, going for Sanders down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay.
return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
17.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Stop made by Marlon Davidson. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his pass incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out right at the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
The 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35. Up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
35-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. running. Under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Still shedding tackles. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They find some open field here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
down, it's Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
Todd Gurley. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Jake Elliott.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Back to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The first down pass. Good job. Intercepted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Demario Davis there on the stop. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better.